Hello hedgehogs, I have a little treat for you today. Somebody wants to say hello. This is another special toy of mine. And at school, I hope you haven't forgotten, but we were reading. What were we reading? Can you remember where we got to? Even I was struggling to remember, but I bet you remember. What was Hiccup trying to do? And what was Toothless not doing for him? I'm going to recap one of the pages. Fishlegs watched the whole process in appalled amazement. You really do have problems, he said, in an awed voice. Yup, said Hiccup. He finally managed to uncurl Toothless' claws, which had relaxed their grip for a second and pushed him off. Toothless landed on the sand with a squeal of outrage and immediately attached himself to Hiccup's leg, getting a good grip on the sandals with his talons and wrapping his wings around Hiccup's calf. Not going, said Toothless stubbornly. It can't get much worse than this, said Hiccup, so I'm going to try a new tack. He took out the notebook in which he had been jotting down all he knew about dragons in the hope that it might be useful. Dragon motivation, Hiccup read aloud. Number 1, gratitude, Hiccup sighed. 2, fear, that works, but I can't do it. 3, 4, 5, greed, vanity and revenge. Those are all worth a try. 6, jokes and riddling talk. Only if I'm desperate. This has got to be a first, drawled Fishlegs. But I'm with Gobber the Bouch on this one. Why don't you just yell a bit louder? Hiccup. Dragon motivation. Dragons are never grateful. Works, but I can't do it. Could fill him up so much he can't fly. Vanity possible. Revenge worth a try. Jokes and riddling talk. Only if I'm desperate. I'll just show you the page. Viking dragons and their eggs. The monstrous nightmare. The monstrous nightmare is a terrifying domestic dragon. Dazzling flyers, magnificent hunters and fearsome fighters. They can be wild and difficult to train by unofficial Viking law. Only a chief or the son of a chief can own one. These are the statistics. Colours: emerald green, brilliant scarlet, deepest purple, armed with scary fangs. Extra extendable claws. Fear factor 6. Attack 7. Speed 9. Size 5. Disobedience 3. Hiccup ignored him. Okay, Toothless, said Hiccup to the little dragon, who was pretending to be asleep as he held on to Hiccup's leg. For every fish you catch me, I will give you 2 more lobsters when you get home. Toothless opened his eyes. Alive, he said eagerly. Can Toothless kill them? But please, just this once. No, Toothless, said Hiccup firmly. I keep on telling you it isn't kind to torture creatures smaller than yourself. Toothless closed his eyes again. You're so boring, he said sulkily. You're such a clever, quick dragon, Toothless, Hiccup flattered. I bet you could catch more fish than any of the others on Thursday if you wanted to. Toothless opened his eyes to consider the matter. Twice as many, he said modestly. But I don't want to. This was unanswerable. Hiccup crossed vanity off his list. You know that big red fireworm dragon who was so rude to you, said Hiccup. Let's turn the page. Toothless spat on the ground in indignation. Said I was a newt with wings. Said I was an incontinent bunny rabbit. Toothless going to kill her. Toothless going to scratch her to death. Toothless going to... Yes, 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 said Hiccup hastily. That fireworm dragon and her master, who looks like a pig, think that Fireworm is going to catch more fish than anybody else at the Thursday celebrations. Think how stupid they're going to look if you win the prize for most promising dragon instead of her. Toothless got off Hiccup's leg. I will think about that, said Toothless. He waddled off a couple of feet and thought about it. 5 minutes later he was still thinking. He let out the odd chuckle every now and then, but every time Hiccup said, "So how about it then?" he just replied, still thinking. "Go away." With a sigh, Hiccup put a line through revenge. "Okay," said Fishlegs, looking over Hiccup's shoulder. "You've tried everything else. How about jokes and riddling talk? I assume you are desperate." "Toothless," said Hiccup, "if you catch me a nice big mackerel, you will be the cleverest, fastest dragon on Burke, and you will make that fireworm dragon look like an idiot, and you will have all the lobsters you can eat when we get home, and I will tell you a really good joke." Toothless turned round. Toothless loves jokes. He flapped onto Hiccup's arm again. "All right, Toothless, help you, but not because me being nice or anything yucky." No, said Hiccup, "of course not. Us dragons cruel and mean, but we do love a joke. Tell me now." Hiccup laughed. "No way. After you bring me a mackerel." "Okay, then," said Toothless. He jumped off Hiccup's arm into the air. A dragon hunting is a very impressive sight, even a scrawny infant one like Toothless. He flew across the beach in his usual untidy, lopsided fashion, shrieking a few insults along the way at any cormorant that looked smaller than him. But as soon as he reached the sea, Toothless seemed to grow up a bit. The sea salt awoke in him some ancestral memory of the great pedigree hunting monsters that were his forefathers. I'm going to stop there, and I hope you will join me again. Bye for now.